Y'all come take a walk down memory lane today as we cook old school barbecue cheeseburgers like my dad used to do it on the grill. Come on, let's get started. To get started on our classic barbecue cheeseburger, the first thing we want to do, we took 1/3 pound of ground beef, a ball, and I just mashed them down flat with a spatula and a piece of parchment paper. They're about 1/3 pound a piece, like I say. Now I'm going to take my beef rub here. I'm going to season aggressively on this. You can season however you want and with whatever seasoning you want. I mean, completely up to you. Now I'm going to kind of pat this in here. I'm seasoning old school just like my dad used to do. Of course, most of the time he was using Lawry seasoning salt, I'm not going to lie. Which is a great seasoning salt. But I use my beef rub as kind of my ode to my own stuff and my family. But this classic barbecue cheeseburger is just something that my dad cooked burgers all the time, and as a kid growing up, putting a little barbecue sauce on them and dressing them out was just something that we done at family picnics and outings. So, like I say, follow along as we grill these burgers off. They're going to be great. Now you can see we've got our Golden's cast iron fired up and we're running at almost 400 degrees here. Now I've got a hot zone over here and a cool zone. I've only seasoned one side of my burgers here. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to lay these on the cool side. Once we get them laid down, we're going to come back and season the back side with a little bit more of our beef rub. I'm going to go ahead and get the grill lid closed and let them go for about 20 minutes. Gets a little bit of smoke on them, a little bit of residual heat, then we're going to grill them off. Believe it or not, a 2-zone hamburger makes a really juicy hamburger. So this is the way I like doing them. If you like grilling them hot and fast, you do it your way. Now our Goldens, the burgers have been on for about 10 minutes. As you can see, they're starting to puff up here. Now I just want to take my scoop. It's time to get them over here now. Now, I'm going to let them go and I'm going to let them cook just a little while over direct coals, maybe 5 minutes or so, and then I'm going to start basting them with some barbecue sauce when they get just the right temp where we want them at. All right, you can see our burgers have kind of swelled up here, and we want to move them off our fire here, and it's time to get them basted in some barbecue sauce. That's what I'm looking for on these burgers here, folks. That nice old school color, that's exactly what I want. I'm going to take some of my sweet barbecue sauce here and just drizzle on them. Take my old pastry brush here. Now we're going to flip them over and repeat the process. Oh yeah, look at that crust we got. Perfect. Now, these old school burgers reminds me of my dad grilling out on the grill. I mean, you just can't beat that feeling. I miss my dad every day. Now, what we want to do, we just want to take these burgers and kind of put them back to our cool side here. Because remember, they're finished cooking. We're going to let that barbecue sauce just heat up a little bit. And then we're going to melt some cheese over these things and we're going to be ready to build a burger. Y'all get ready. All right. Our burgers have been on here for about 3 or 4 minutes as far as getting the sauce tacked up. Now you can see I've got some cheese here. I like a lot of cheese on my burgers. I'm going to go 2 slices per burger. And I guess before I do that, I probably need to space these things out a little bit. All right. Let's get them on here. All right, let's get that grill lid shut and let these burgers melt. It's almost time to eat one. All right, guys, our cheese is just about melted, as you can see. It's time to get these burgers up and build one. Get them scooped up on my plate here. Oh, yeah, look at that old cheese melting. That's just what we're wanting right there. All right, our burgers are off the grill. As you can see, I've got some buns here. I've got some mayo on that bottom bun because I am a mayonnaise man, no doubt. Now, I'm going to put a little bit of lettuce on each one. I like a little bit, not a lot of lettuce. Now, I'm going to come back after that. I like my tomatoes and onions on top. So it's time to build some cheeseburgers. Right on top here. Look at that gooey cheese. Oh, yeah. Now, We're gonna get a tomato on each of these. We'll come back with a little onion on each one. A few pickles on each one. And I'm just taking my time here, folks. Now, when you get all of that said and done, and you get your pickles the way you want it, and all that, I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna add a little drizzle of barbecue sauce right over the top. Now, I don't like a lot more, I just want a little drizzle on the top, just to finish her off. Once you get all your burgers drizzled with some sauce, time for some buns. Now that is what I call a family, old school barbecue cheeseburger, and my family's ready to eat. All right, just to recap, our cheeseburgers did not have to cook long. We put them on the cool zone of the fire. Remember, we're cooking about a 1/3 pound patty. We season up with our beef rub, put them on the cool zone first for about 10 minutes, flipped them over to the hot side, started grilling them off, flipped them, pulled them back over the cool side, basted them with a little bit of barbecue sauce when they were almost done, finished them off with some cheddar cheese, got them here on the board, built them with a little bit of mayo, lettuce, tomato, onion, pickle. We took it back old school. Some old memories from my family of growing up, a good old cheeseburger. And to throw the mix, of course, my dad was probably using KC Masterpiece or something like that back in the day, just the cheapest stuff they could find. But I don't know, this burger was different for me grilling it today, just those memories thinking about my father when I was a child. So let's try this burger and let me tell you how good it really is. Man, this is old school as it seems. Taking back the memories of my dad grilling these burgers outside with him makes me think about my childhood. If you like what we're doing on our channel, be sure to like, subscribe, follow along with your friends. You can find us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, and of course YouTube. I'll see you next week with another recipe.